The state has had money in its coffers in the last couple of years, partly because of the federal relief bills, and it's spent enough of that money. It hasn't cut spending, so the state legislature hasn't messed things up, and so they get partial credit for our low unemployment rate.
Yeah, it might not sound aspirational, right? Simply not messing up, but hey, it's better than the alternative. Democrats have generally favored spending more of the stimulus money on programs to help people. Now, Republicans have generally favored saving more of it for tough times later. James Stephen Herzenberg says the low unemployment rate has given workers a lot of leverage with employers. He says wage gains are now clearly outpacing inflation, the average person coming out ahead, even after you take into account higher prices for things we buy.
Definitely good news there, Seth. Okay, so we talked about the United States, we talked about Pennsylvania. What about when we get even closer here, talking about specifically the mid-state? What do the numbers look like there?
So the comparable numbers for the metro areas, places like Harrisburg, Carlisle, York, Hanover, those lag the state numbers by a little bit. So we haven't gotten the April numbers yet for those. What I can tell you, though, is for years now, the mid-state unemployment rates have tended to be lower than the statewide average. You go back to March, for example, I think Lancaster was lowest at 2.6%, Gettysburg 2.7%. So that statewide average generally driven by actually lower numbers here, higher averages in places like Erie and East Stroudsburg, typically the highest, which have lagged in the recovery.
Good information as always. Seth Kaplan, thank you very much, live in the ABC 27 newsroom.